The form of governance chosen by the founders was a constitutional republic whose citizens gave their consent to be represented in government and to be ruled only by law. We have strayed far from those founding principles, and it is our intent to reestablish the preeminence of the sovereignty of the states and of the citizens in our republic. To that end, by this letter, we have begun the process of amending the U.S. Constitution by advocating for the repeal of the 16th Amendment, which authorizes the taxation of income, and the 17th Amendment, which altered the original intent of the U.S. Constitution by calling for senators to be elected by popular vote instead of by being chosen by their state legislature. The U.S. Congress has shown itself utterly incapable of reaching any type of meaningful resolution to the budget crisis for our government or to the looming debt crisis for our nation. The causal agents, as we see it, are party loyalty, lobbyist influence, and the desire to entice the voting public into electing the politicians into office time and time again. The concerns that Hamilton spoke of in Federalist Papers number 27 pertaining to the methods of selecting members of the Senate have proven accurate, and so to break up party loyalty, lobbyist inroads, and careerism, and most importantly to reestablish the representation of the interests of the state at the federal level, we deem it imperative that the original intent of the founders, as found in Article 1, Section 3 of the U.S. Constitution, be reestablished by amendment. Also, because the Congress of the United States has shown itself wholly inept in carrying out its duties as described in the U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, as it pertains to fiscal and monetary policy, we deem it morally repugnant that American labor continue to be taxed. The government of the United States, before the citizen can even enjoy the fruits of his labor, has taken money from that individual through the coercion of the force of federal law and by the armed federal agents who carry out the strict enforcement of that law. This fact alone makes the system we now have oppressive and therefore objectionable. But add to that serious injury the insult that these monies taken by force from American citizens is then squandered away to the point where we are now insolvent, makes the situation entirely unacceptable. To rectify this egregious state of affairs, the repeal of the 16th Amendment must be undertaken, and all the infrastructure supporting the taxation of income must be abolished by amendment. We look forward to hearing from our representation at the state and federal levels in regards to this matter. Thank you for your time and consideration. "27 folks have stood up to be counted, so 27 states are accounted for. There's an additional 9 people who are also supporting this. So we have 36 people who've stood up, but only 27 states are accounted for at this point. So they are Alabama, Arizona, California, Connecticut, Florida, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Maryland, Massachusetts, Missouri, Montana, Nevada, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Carolina, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Washington, Wisconsin." So those are the states that have somebody from it representing it in this little campaign of ours. If you didn't hear your state, stand up and be counted.
My participation at this point has been text-based for this particular campaign regarding repealment of the 16th and 17th Amendment. I'm very pleased with the wording that Irish has used in it. Originally, I was concerned that it would have a threatening type posture, and I didn't believe that such a method would be effective. However, I think given that particular text, it's a very, very well written and concise list of grievances. Whenever conducting such things, we have to use quite a bit of caution. I know many of you revere the Declaration of Independence, and you hold it up and you show, hey, look, here's what they said back then, and look, we're getting this treatment, we're getting that treatment, and you know, it's the same thing. Well, here's the thing. The Declaration of Independence is a group of people picking a fight. So you need to use caution in the way you word things and the way you process things. there's quite a bit of Confederate momentum building up. I don't know, for lack of a better term. And I don't know. You're not going to get group participation, and certainly my participation, if you just blanketly wipe your ass with the Constitution. I don't get down like that. I've personally read the Constitution, and out of what I've read, and as well as the Federalist Papers, I personally do not see it as some sort of a ruse. I just see it as a set of governing guidelines that not only do I not have a problem with, I don't have a problem with them so much that at one time I swore to protect and defend them with my own life. And nothing has changed in that regard. So I don't think I'm the only person like that either. So this campaign for liberty is a good thing, and I think it's being done the right way. And my support for it is in fact contingent on it being done the right way. So there you go. Those are my thoughts, and we'll have more. There's some very good discussions going on right now, currently as of this taping. So should be some good stuff, and an exciting and educational campaign season. Y'all take care.